Hey guys, what's going on? Back with another video, and today we're going to be modifying a C63 AMG. Is that can seriously just rolling like that? I've never seen such a motivated can with such momentum. And it finally stopped. Nope, it's coming back. It's returning. I think it's gravitating toward us because we share the same color palette. Perhaps it thinks we're both made out of the same material. Now it's going underneath the wheel well. I think it's lost. Its GPS is leading it in the wrong direction. Don't get under the tire, please. Oh, wow. It has lifted the car up. Now it's going back again. Okay, yes. So this is just something that, this is National Geographic level of carbonated drinks. And what happens after you dispose of them. Anyway, this is a C63. I think it's called the 507 edition. No, I know it's called the 507 edition. I know nothing about Mercedes. I only like, well, I mean, I like all of them because I like all cars, but the types of Mercedes that I would really go for are the true sports cars. I think one is called like a S65 or the SLS AMG or the AMG GT, but the 507 denotes to the amount of horsepower that this has. And there's a bunch of cool customization options on it. And of course it is the exhaust mod for the sound, because Mercedes has such a unique exhaust sound, and Grand Theft Auto is actually, with all of the car sounds that they have, the very few that they got right was the Mercedes, that kind of deep burbling, lots of pops coming out type of sound. So of course we're going to do the engine upgrade. That matte black is a little weird. It kind of gives off this weird, I don't know, kind of screws up the way it looks. It looks good, but it's just so matte black that it looks like it is absorbing all of the color. It almost looks satin or something. The interior, okay. Beautiful interior. Well done to the modder. Absolutely remarkable. Exquisite interior. And I don't think we're going to go with an aftermarket steering wheel. That's more for a Skyline or something. But in a car like this, it kind of cheapens it. I personally think that the steering wheel, this type of, this anemic and thin in this type of car does not look right. It needs something more luxury. So the plate, does it even matter? No, because we don't have one. So who the hell cares? The chassis. Oh, we can put one of these things on top. And you can see on the side Barabbas. Now, it's not Barabbas, but I do enjoy that. Enjoy is the wrong word. I do appreciate that little carbon fiber type of vent slash plaque there. The roof. What are we looking at for the roof? They mean the trunk. We will do the Euro plate with the black splitter. Actually looks kind of cool. Now the front bumpers. Okay, this should be fun. To me, these will always be modest cars, no matter how much carbon fiber you put on them. Which is a compliment, really. Those side skirts look great. The rear bumper, I kind of like these little Barabbas bumpers. That is way too protrusive. It almost looks deformed. And of course, yeah, those stripes, those painted stripes, it's just cheap. I don't like it. And we will do that. Man, those satin kind of black exhaust tips look great. The wheels, this should be fun. Imagine it with that. That actually looks pretty cool. It looks like a tuner. This looks like an AMG drag car. They pull up with the fat slicks. But we're going to go with, what could we do that's luxury? And of course it's cutting through the brake caliper. I do them all the time. I hate to say it. No, we can't do it because it cuts through the brake caliper. How about the high end? What can we do here? I'll do something like that because we can pick a color around the rim, and I think what I'm gonna do is red. It's very generic. It's actually not too far off from the stock wheels, but who the hell cares? And the color, I'm actually going to do black. Wow, look at that pearlescent. We're not going to go for anything crazy this time. I have no desire. Seldom do I do all black cars, but this one to me is genuinely deserving of it. Even a darker silver would look pretty cool. I'll do rolled steel. I mean, it's basically black, isn't it? What is the secondary color? Oh, beautiful. Yeah, with the red interior. Yeah, this is a proper car. I like it. It's nice to have a real luxury car that isn't bastardized by some type of atrocious wide body. Not all, of course, but just, I don't know, man. I don't understand all of the wide body stuff. And I won't do the smoked out taillights. Again, that's something that I hate to say. It sounds very classist, but I see a lot of that stuff on cars that think it's going to make them look more expensive or more exotic, and it just rarely does. That's a weird looking grille. It's a very strange looking grille, but I'm actually going to go with it because if I keep saying how modest the car is, I want to kind of do the opposite, but not to that degree. Hell no. Not that, not that spoiler. We'll do a turbo, though I can only assume that this is supercharged. And why we have this option to only modify the back windows, I don't get it, so I won't do it. Who cares? Is there anything else I'm missing? The plate. Now can we customize the plate? Nope, I guess we're kind of stuck with that Euro plate. What was the chassis again? I don't understand that. I guess it's like something maybe to carry luggage in. It's a very cool layout. It's definitely cool the way that thing is held up and suspended. But again, just it doesn't need it, and we'll do some... I'm actually going to go with something really ricey. We'll do red headlights. Okay, so now, here we have it. And I'm going to add a tiny bit more of an aggressive stance to it. Can we do that? Like, truly a tiny bit more. I want to add a tiny bit of camber. I can't keep saying tiny. Hopefully, again, this doesn't look too ricey, but I think it'll look cool. Okay, now let's hear how it sounds. Chief, come on. Does it not have a horn? It's just very quiet. Never heard a horn that quiet before. Let's hear how it sounds now in the parking garage. Easy. Sounds alright. Again, because Grand Theft Auto got the sound down of these cars, I guess they're loud in the, you know, the Subaru sense where it's like you feel them, much less hear them. They don't really scream as they do kind of just rumble. It's like some type of vehicular cacophony. It's like an earthquake. But that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a little more subtle than I'm used to for such a large V8. But I like it. What's kind of funny too is, while I know this is the absolute premium German luxury, like this is what you think of. You think of a really expensive limited edition Mercedes-AMG sedan. That's what you think of, with some, you know, beautiful, well-tailored interior. And I know it may seem completely antithetical, but the only car I can think of that reminds me of this is an American muscle car. It's just loud, it's screaming, it's got a big V8. This is basically a German muscle car, except they always have the luxury because they're German and that's what they do. They're the best at making cars. We know this. Japan as well. Now, out of sheer curiosity, let's see what kind of top speed we can hit. Beautiful game. It does look great. I wish expanded and enhanced would look like this. It comes out in what, 4 days, and we have no footage of it, so we'll see. 135? Pretty damn decent. I think we could hit 150. The speedometer's climbing at a accelerated rate, because the car is accelerating. A rapid rate is the right word. Could we hit 150? I think we can do 150. See, again, for Grand Theft Auto, this is not an outrageous speed. 120 has always been and will always be too slow. Even capping it at 130 is ridiculous. 150 is completely adequate for the map size. Yeah, like, this is just not anything that outlandish for what Grand Theft Auto should actually afford their cars, the top speed. It's kind of a shame now that you see this. 120 is so, I don't know, sterile. It's probably not the right word. It just feels boring. It's like you accelerate really quickly in this game, which makes it even worse, because then when you get to the top speed, you're like, oh, we're there already, now we're gonna stagnate. Okay, so embarrassingly enough, my game crashed, so if my voice sounds different, that's why, but point is, great car, hope you've enjoyed the video. I really can't think of a better replacement for a car. If you wanted something that was subtle, with high horsepower, and practical. Maybe some type of Audi. That's about, or obviously BMW. But this really is pumping out ludicrous amounts of horsepower. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.